I will turn on my video. Okay, so let me introduce myself to all those new ones. Okay, so my name is Babu Singhal, and I will teach you human anatomy and physiology. And I live in Dehradun, which is a city near Rishikesh. You all know about Rishikesh? Rishikesh?
Yes, yes.
Yes,
we've heard of it.
In North India, yes. So I live nearby. So, okay, I think you, my old students are very encountered with this concept, but I think I will, okay, we'll see what all we do. So in 300 classes, we are going to, let me do this spotlight. Okay. Yeah. So this time we are in 300, we will do a lot of things about the Indian anatomy. Okay, like in 200, we mostly studied about like digestive system, respiratory system, and like whatever is there in the modern science. But in 300 classes, we will cover the ancient science that was there in India, in Yoga and Ayurveda. We'll study those concepts here. Of course, we will cover digestive system, respiratory system a little bit in detail. Okay, so can anyone tell me the difference between anatomy? Not the old ones, but the new ones I'm asking. Okay, new ones, please tell me the difference between anatomy and physiology. New ones, please tell me.
Who wants to go?
See, I like to keep my classes very interactive. I want answers. Even if they are wrong, it's okay. I appreciate them. I just want answers. Yes, please.
Yep, we're working on it. 1 second.
Okay, your anatomy is more how your body's put together. Your physiology is how your body moves and works.
Physiology is how your body
Moves and works together.
Yes, very good. This is the structure. And this is the functioning. Okay. In here, in anatomy, we study them together. We don't study them separately. Okay. Because when we are studying, okay, this is how an organ is built, then there only we tell, okay, this is how it is functioning. It's no different. Okay. Then we all learned the concept of homeostasis. I want new people. Stasis. To tell what is homeostasis.
Homeostasis is the natural state of your being.
It is.
It's
somewhere close. It is not the natural state.
It's the state of stable internal conditions, I think.
Yes. Who was speaking? Huh? Who gave the answer? Please tell your name.
Louise.
Liz. Okay. So homeostasis is like when it is very cold, a person will shiver. Okay. If he is cold, he will shiver. If it is hot, he will sweat. So this is an example of homeostasis, and homeostasis is steady internal conditions. Internal conditions. Okay. Then we have directional terms. Okay. Those are frontal and posterior. Then we have medial and lateral. Then we have superior, inferior. And proximal and distal. Okay, so this is for the new ones. See, frontal and posterior. Frontal is in front of the body. Posterior is back of the body. This posterior, this is posterior. Okay, medial, the midline. Okay, if it is anything in the midline, it is medial. If it is away from the midline, it's lateral. Superior, superior is towards the head. Inferior is away from the head. Okay, downwards. Superior, inferior. Proximal is like this limb. Okay, here, this is the origin of the limb. This is proximal and distal. Away from the proximity is distal. Okay, anyone has any doubt in this? All right, then we have anatomical planes. In this, see, a body can be divided like this, horizontally or vertically. So when the body is divided into superior, inferior. Okay, it is this plane is called transverse. Then we have right and left. This is called, what is it called? Anyone from my old students?
Sagittal.
Which plane is?
Right to left.
The plane which is cutting the body into two equal halves,
transverse.
right and left.
What is it?
Say, tell me the name of the plane which is cutting into two equal halves.
Sagittal.
Sagittal lateral.
Sagittal, yes. Yes. Okay, then we have another plane which is cutting the body into frontal and backward. Like suppose if I cut the body like this, okay, this from the side, then it will cut into and superior, anterior and posterior. It's called the frontal plane. Okay, like suppose this is a man standing. Okay, no, it's too small. Just hold on, give me a minute. All right, yes, this is too small. Oh, God. So if a plane is cutting into frontal and back, okay. You understand? If anyone has any doubt, please tell me. Okay, so homeostasis, see, when a person feels very cold, he starts shivering. When a person feels very hot, he starts sweating. Okay, this is a concept of homeostasis, that your body will try to fight any external condition. Okay, like fever is also an example of homeostasis, that a virus has attacked your body and the body is fighting that virus. So that's why when the body is fighting, when you work out, you become the body becomes hot. Okay, so to cool down, there is sweating. So there is, when you work out, the body is hot. When the body is fighting the germs, again it becomes hot. Okay, so I suggest that when you have fever, do not take medicine, do not take paracetamol immediately to cool down your body. No, please do not take it immediately, because fever is a response of your body to fight any virus attack. Okay, any viral attack. So that is homeostasis, concept of homeostasis, that your body will keep internal conditions steady. Okay, then we have some directional terms: frontal, posterior. Frontal is front, posterior is at the back. Then we have medial and lateral. Medial is in the middle, lateral is away from the middle. Then we have superior, inferior, towards the head, superior, away from the head, inferior. Proximal and distal. Proximal is at the origin of the limb is proximal. Away from the proximity is distal. Then we have anatomical planes: transverse, sagittal, and frontal. If it is cutting horizontally into superior, inferior, it is transverse. If it is cutting vertically into right and left, two equal halves, it is lateral or sagittal. If it is cutting into front and back, posterior and anterior, it is called frontal plane. You can take screenshot. Okay. Okay, so let me tell you what new we are going to study. Okay, that was old thing that we studied. Here we will study about pran in detail and also uppran. Then we will study about nadis in detail. We will study about chakra, panchkosh. All this we are going to cover in depth. Okay, in 200 class, I just gave you introduction of this. But in this class, in this 300-hour classes, we will deal with these topics in depth, and I will correlate this with whatever we have studied in 200 class. All the digestive system, respiratory system. Okay, I will teach them again in depth, and then we will study about these concepts in Ayurveda or Yoga. Okay, so can you tell me different systems of the body? Systems like digestive system. Please tell me.
Circulatory system,
Respiratory.
Yes, respiratory.
Circulatory. Digestive. Skeletal.
Okay. Digestive. And by the way, for my own students, I received only one mail. Okay, for the homework. The rest I just did not receive.
Huh?
Okay.
We send it to Day-1. I'm so sorry.
You
We
only
send
sent it to
Day-1.
them. Okay. Now next, which system? Tell me. Anyone,
Circulatory.
anyone, all of you, please answer.
Circulatory.
Respiratory, digestive,
Circulatory.
circulatory,
Skeletal.
yes. Then
Nervous system.
nervous.
Skeletal system.
Yes, very good. Endocrine. Then we studied something so much in detail.
Skeletal.
Yes.
Like Louis
very
said.
good. Yes, skeletal. And
What else?
something you have a lot of waste material in the body, how they are thrown out of the body.
Reproductive system.
No.
Reproductive system.
Lymphatic. Yes, reproductive,
Excretory.
excretory system and reproductive system. We don't have reproductive system in the syllabus, but I would like to cover reproductive system. Reproductive system. I would like to cover that. Okay, because I really like, this is for awareness that I like to create about reproductive system. Okay, so that all that we are going to study in this class. Any doubt till now? Okay, so how do we start? We start with which system from this? Which system would you like to start with? We have this, this, endocrine, and skeletal. We have these. We do not have others in syllabus. You would like to start with endocrine?
Sure.
Okay. No. I cannot start with endocrine because you see.
I'd love to.
Huh? Okay, so we will study endocrine with chakras. Okay, should I start with straight away with chakras? It will be too helpful.
Do circulatory and prana together. Start there.
Respiratory?
Circulatory, respiratory, and prana. Do those together.
Okay, we'll start with something easy today. Okay, so like let's start with respiratory. Let's go in order. We will study respiratory system. Okay, so tell me the organs of respiratory system.
Lung.
Yes, please tell me.
The lungs. That's the part two.
Please tell me the organs of respiratory system. Organs involved in respiratory system, please.
Heart.
Respiratory. Respiratory.
Lung.
Lung.
Lungs.
Nose.
Yes.
Larynx.
Nose. Then
The larynx.
nose. Then what else do we have?
Larynx.
Larynx.
Lungs and larynx. Then what
Trachea.
else? Huh?
Trachea.
Trachea, yes.
Trachea.
Then next,
Bronchi. Bronchi.
yes.
Bronchioles.
Bronchi,
Bronchi. Bronchioles. Alveoles.
bronchioles.
Sac.
Huh?
Alveole. Alveole. Alveole or whatever.
Alveoli.
Whatever.
And yeah, it's a hint. Please say the name.
Oh, diaphragm.
The biggest muscle of those things. Oh, man. That's like the biggest muscle of the rest.
Okay. So here we have nose.
I just need
Okay, can you tell me if both the lungs are of equal size or there is any difference in the size?
There is difference.
There is what? Smaller and bigger?
Yes.
Which one is
Is it
smaller?
right?
Smaller.
Is this on the
What is it?
smaller lungs? Is it in
The right side.
right?
Right.
I feel like it's the right side.
It's the right side. 100%.
The right
I said
side
last- I said left
because
before.
of the stomach here, right?
Okay, tell me which lung is smaller?
Left.
Left. Yes.
Is that
Why?
left?
Because we have
No, it's
heart.
not.
We have heart here. And the heart is a little bit towards left. That's why the left lung is a little smaller. Okay. So here we have branches. It's all branched out. Okay. These branches like of a tree, or you can see grapes. Okay. And then we have this alveoli sac. Here. All. Same is in here. This is heart. Okay, same branches we have here. And then we have our diaphragm here. Okay, and then we have ribs, which are protecting the lungs. Okay, so this is the nose, lungs, larynx or the voice box. Then we have trachea. This is trachea. Okay. Trachea. Then bronchi. This is bronchi. And these are bronchioles, these smaller branches. See, this is the nose. Then there is a windpipe. Okay, windpipe. Windpipe is called trachea. Then here in our throat, we are able to speak because we have larynx here, the voice box. Okay, then this trachea, it is divided into two branches. These two branches are called bronchi. Branches, bronchi. Then these bronchi, they are divided into so many branches, smaller branches called bronchioles. Okay, and then these bronchioles, at the tip of the bronchioles, there is a sac, alveoli sac, where the exchange of oxygen and carbon dioxide takes place. And then diaphragm. Diaphragm is a muscle which is helping the lungs to expand and then contract, expand and contract. Okay, tell me one thing, that when we breathe out, okay, we breathe out the air. So when we breathe out, is all the air in the lungs?
You
Everyone,
froze.
please tell me.
You froze. We didn't hear your question.
Okay, the question is that when we breathe out, see, we inhale some air and then we exhale out. So tell me, when we exhale, is all the air present in the lungs is breathed out, or still there is some air left
I think there's still some air left.
in the lungs? Completely thrown out. Just hold on. Please think about it.
Try really hard. So,
Yeah.
you know, but in general, we have air still.
Gotta go. Gotta go.
Okay, excuse me for that. Okay, so where were we? We were doing bronchioles and alveoli, diaphragm. Yes, I asked you a question that when we breathe out, is the all the air has come out, or there is something left?
There's some left, especially for the blood.
Yes, there is something left, and that's called residual volume. Okay, if all the air is breathed out, okay, if all the air comes out, then these will collapse. This alveoli will collapse, and then it will be difficult to revive them. So we always, how much we breathe out, okay, we can never ever breathe out all the air. There will be something present, and that air is called residual volume of the lungs. Do you understand this concept of residual?
Yes.
Residual volume of lungs. You can write it down. It is the volume of lungs after forceful exhalation. Residual volume of lungs is the volume of lungs after forceful exhalation. The maximum exhalation that can be done, after that, whatever volume is left, that is called residual volume of lungs. Okay. Yes. Okay, I'll share with you an image of residue. Okay, this is the diagram of respiratory system. You can see we have a nasal passage, nasal cavity there. Then we have nose. Then tip of the nose is the nostrils. Then we have trachea, the windpipe. Then we have bronchus. Bronchus is singular. Bronchi is plural. Then we have this bronchi is divided into many branches. That is bronchiole. And at the end of the bronchiole is alveoli, that is air sac. Air sac is the place where the exchange of blood takes place. Then we have diaphragm. Diaphragm is a sheet of muscle that helps in expansion and contraction of the lungs. Then we have rib cage. Rib cage we will study in skeletal system. And then of course we have this lung and larynx box. Larynx is voice box through which we are able to produce so many sounds and we are able to talk to each other. It's because of the larynx that is present. Larynx is empty. Okay, it is empty. And when this air passes through it, only then we can produce sound. You can take a screenshot of this. Okay. Okay. Hearing. Okay. You can take screenshot and then I will drop it. Okay. So now we will study how the exchange of gases take place. Okay, you tell me one thing. When we are breathing in, are we breathing in only oxygen?
No.
Then what do we breathe in?
Nitrogen, dust.
Yes, everything.
Bugs.
Yes. So when we breathe in, then there is 78% of nitrogen. Okay, nitrogen. And 21% oxygen. And this is others. This 1% is others. This is what we breathe in. Okay. And when we breathe out, this oxygen has been utilized. Okay. This oxygen has been utilized. Tell me, when we breathe in. Huh? Okay. So when we breathe in, we have 21% of oxygen. Okay. And this data can vary from place to place. If you're if you're living in a metro city, okay, a polluted city, then of course this percentage is lower. If you're sitting in any place in Himalayas, okay, which is full of greenery, then this percentage will increase. But if you're sitting in barren, those ice-covered tips of the mountain, then of course there will be less of oxygen. Okay. So this may vary from place to place, but on an average, it is 21%. Okay. So when we breathe in, this is the composition. When we breathe out, tell me what happens to this oxygen. It is completely utilized or any lesser? Please tell me. Is this oxygen utilized completely or not?
It's
Just
not.
21%. How?
It's not.
It's not. How can you say that? Why do you have this thought that this 21% is not used completely?
Because when some person doesn't breathe anymore and somebody tries to put them back to life, they breathe into their mouth and obviously they still sometimes come back to life. So it can't be that all the oxygen was used.
Okay, that's a very good statement. I like it. Very good. Very good observation. Okay. Yes, whatever she's saying, that when mouth-to-mouth respiration is given, so when we breathe in and the person has already breathed out in other person's mouth, so of course there is some oxygen left. That's why this transfer of air is going on. And another thing, you all are yoga students. Okay, so we are studying yoga. And okay, tell me, why do we do pranayam? What is the concept of doing pranayam?
One more, wait, repeat that.
I am asking, why are we practicing pranayam?
Pranayama?
Yes, pranayam.
To increase our vital energy inside the body.
Why we
That's what she said this morning.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why do we practice pranayam?
To expand our vital energy to control our minds.
Okay, very good, very good. But that does not relate to this.
Because breath determines our lifespan.
Very good, but
Breath determines our lifespan.
it does not
So if we
relate
can control
here.
our body, then we can control our consciousness.
Yes, yes, absolutely. If you can control your breath, you can control your mind and you can control your body. Okay, what else?
Pranayama helps bring in more oxygen into your body.
Is that true?
Well, yeah.
Yes, because we
More
normally breathe in.
concentrating on your breathing.
There we go. You
Yes.
normally breathe in
Only
500
one person at a time, please. Yes, please. Tell me.
Just when
You were
you're-
saying something
when you're
about
doing-
oxygen, more oxygen. Please tell.
When you're doing pranayama, you think
Hmm.
more about taking deeper breaths.
Yes.
taking better, like longer breaths.
Yes. So she is saying it's deeper, it's longer. And more. Please tell me, what is this more oxygen? More oxygen is this composition. What explain, elaborate this more oxygen, please?
It increases the amount of oxygen.
Increase in oxygen, but how? Is this oxygen increasing like from 21%, it is going to 25%?
No.
No. Okay, good. So why more oxygen? From where this more oxygen is coming?
From the deeper breath. Because you're
From
taking-
deeper breath. Okay. So she is saying when we do pranayam, we are taking deeper and longer. Okay. So let's just remove this point. Longer. It can be like, I just take. Okay, let's keep it here. Longer and deeper. So what happens in this longer and deeper? What happens in deeper? If it is deeper, then there is more air filled in the lungs. Okay, do you agree?
Yes.
Yes, because in deeper, what we are saying that all the alveoli, they are just filled with air. All the alveoli. Because in general, what are we doing? We are just breathing. And something like this. This very like short breaths. So in that, we cannot fully utilize the capacity of lungs in alveoli, because all the alveoli are not filled within this short span, right?
Mhm.
So in deeper, what is happening? All the alveoli, suppose this is an alveoli. Okay, this is normal. Okay, after forceful exhalation, this is alveoli after forceful exhalation. So when we are taking short breath, what's happening? It is increasing only this much. Yeah. But when we are doing deeper, okay, deeper breath, it's increasing to its full potential. Okay.
Mhm.
So the concept of deeper breaths is this alveoli. It's expanding as much as it can. Okay. Now it is expanding and then longer. The concept of longer is very important. Okay. So there is more oxygen, because in this case, there was only this much air. Suppose I'm just saying this is for reference, okay, only to understand. Suppose here we were getting only 1 liter of air. Here we are getting 2 liters of air. Okay. So here in 1 liter, suppose there is 21 liter, 210 ml of oxygen. Yeah. Here, according to this concept, there is 210 ml of oxygen.
Mhm.
Yeah. And in this has increased. It is become now 420 ml. Yes. So more oxygen. Yes. In pranayama, more oxygen has become because of deeper breath. More oxygen is available now because of deeper. Okay.
Mhm.
Now, earlier I was breathing like this. So whatever air, okay, this 200, first thing, it has only 210 ml. Okay. So less oxygen. Here, when I'm making deeper breath, I have 420 ml. Okay. And when I'm having longer breaths, this 420 ml, there is the exchange time. Time of exchange. Has increased. Do you understand this? Okay. Like, see, there's a crowd. Okay. And there's a celebrity.
Mhm.
Okay.
We have alignment.
Like, say any celebrity.
We have alignment.
Yeah,
Any celebrity.
Do we have it new?
Like Shah Rukh Khan.
what do you mean
Okay.
after this alignment and then lunch?
Yeah. Please, you can mute yourself if you're talking to someone else.
They can see us.
Okay. So, if there is a celebrity and there's a crowd, okay? So, Shah Rukh Khan, you know Shah Rukh Khan? Okay.
Shaka Khan.
Do you know The Rock? The Rock.
The Rock?
Yes.
The Rock.
Any celebrity
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
known worldwide? Katy Perry. You know Katy Perry?
Dwayne Rain?
Katy Perry.
Katy Perry. Yes. Okay.
The
Now,
Rock.
Katy Perry is appearing and there is like hundreds of, like 1,000 people around. Okay. Now she has 5 seconds. Okay. To meet everyone. What will she do? She'll just wave her hand like this. There is no exchange. There is very less exchange of words. Now she has like 30 seconds. Now she can exchange with more number of people.
Yes.
So that's the concept here. The time of exchange has increased. Exchange of gases has increased. Time of exchange of gases has increased. Okay. In pranayam, what is happening? The capacity of alveoli is increased and time of exchange of gases is increased. That's why in pranayam, we have more oxygen. Okay. Now I think this concept is very clear. That's why we practice pranayam. Okay. And also one thing, that when you're breathing rapidly, like too many times, like in this case, okay, when you're breathing too many times, that means your body is functioning fast. Okay, it is functioning too much. So there will be more wear and tear. Why exercising in a gym is different from exercising or practicing asana? What is the difference in the two? Oh God, we are almost over. Okay, what is the difference in two? The difference is exercising.
The briefing.
While in
The
asana,
briefing.
we are, should we do it tomorrow?
Yes.
Because I want to explain this concept. Yes, please remind me how we start tomorrow. We'll start with this gymming, difference in gymming and gym and asana. The
Okay.
difference between the two. Okay, we'll study this. Yes. See you all on Monday. Have a great weekend.
Thank you. See you Monday.
Thank you.
Okay,
See you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Have a great weekend yourself.
Sunday.
Thank
What?
you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye. Bye. Have a great weekend.